Hi, everybody. Literally do not even know what I'm going to do nor say. My thoughts have been jumbled. I've picked this up so many times since this past Thursday, and which is Halloween for some of us that live on the America side, North America side. See, this is what I'm saying because I'm not even making any sense. And just wanted to connect the best way that I can right now with, the people that have been riding with me for so long and know my relationship with Monsta X as a Monbebe. And I just wanted to, I don't know, this is weird. I've never had to go through something like this. I'm not here to tell you the news. You can go look anywhere else on any other platform for the rundown. Pretty sure a lot of YouTubers got their views from this one. So you can go look to them or look to, your most reliable news source on Twitter. I'm not here to just really talk about that right now or cover that. If you're here and you know who I am and you know what this means and what this is, then I'm just going to talk. And I appreciate those of you that are listening and just understand the complete mess that this whole mini episode, whatever, is going to be. I just need to connect with you guys, let you guys know that I am numb. I can't say I'm okay or I'm fine or whatever. I don't know. I'm weird with these sort of things. Not even these sort of things, because it's never hit or happened to me with a group that was ride or die, got me through a lot of stuff. You guys know how I feel about Monsta X. So this is my first experience with it. So for me to be acting weird like this, I know a lot of people expect me to be on here crying or expect me to be really angry or I can't even put on any type of front. I'm really numb. I'm really speechless. I am just exactly that, speechless, period, and numb, period. I have no words whatsoever. When I really say that, I mean I really say that. So for the people that have reached out to me via DM and text message, there's a bunch of people, so I thank you. I don't mean to be short with anybody. It's just I'm numb. I have no feelings towards it right now besides just shock. And I had my little cry at around 4:30 when I had gotten I saw the messages, and I'm like, what's going on? I get really scared when I see those messages, because it seems like every time something happens or someone passes away, it's obviously on the other side of the planet, and the day, they're another day ahead of us. So I wake up to that stuff, and I have I don't know, I was one person IMMY, if you need anything, I'm here for you. I'm like, what happened? Waking up with that pit in your stomach, in your heart, in your chest, that heart-stopping message that you get. I didn't know who, with the recent passing we just had. I don't never know who it is. I never know what's happening. So I got really, really scared, and I have past trauma from waking up from stuff and someone has passed away, because that's what happened to one of my closest family members. So when I wake up and see a message like that, if you need me, I'm here, just utter pure fear and just scared. So I opened the message, saw what had happened, saw it was about Wonho. So glad that he is alive, because I always just think the worst now when I get text messages like that at 4:30 a.m. and had my little mini cry, pick myself up, and I was busy with the past holiday, Halloween, so it really did keep my mind off of the entire thing. I didn't look at messages. I have not been on Twitter besides making the little tweets that I have and like my most recent Instagram story collage of Wonho, and it's just not real for me right now. Like, it hasn't hit. But again, I feel like I owed something to you guys just to kind of let you know where I'm at. I've kind of been ghosty on social media already, so I definitely didn't want to be really ghosty for this. But I do not do well. Apparently, I do not do well with things that pertain to my K-pop groups. Now, again, this could be relatable to when the Day 6 member left, but again, the group was so new and it didn't like hit this hard like it does now, because my relationship with Day 6 wasn't like, and that Day 6 member wasn't that long. Like, the band was barely a year old, maybe if just a year old. So like with Monsta X, you guys know this has been a thing since 2016. We're going into 3 years. We're going into like the picture that I have with Wonho, the memory that I have that I've shared with you guys on live streams with just like him being so sweet and caring. And I know you've seen the stuff on Twitter, so I don't want to keep repeating myself, and I'm babbling. This makes no sense right now, and I'm so frustrated. But this is how I get, guys. I just shut down. I have like, this is what happens when I start trying to even talk about my feelings towards it, or just about Wonho. Like, literally nothing comes out, and I can't like fathom or apologize, or like we don't even know what's to come, because it wasn't like he just left for like health reasons, or they, personal reasons, and he was dating, or what, like all the other reasons that some recent members have left from other groups. It still hurts, like, don't get me wrong, it hurts like just as bad for those people in those fandoms, don't get me wrong, but like just the fact that all this stuff is coming behind it, like I really can only send good vibes towards him, because we all know how emotionally sensitive he is and how much he really measured our love and felt our love to his very core, and really treated our love like gold. And I could just imagine that him thinking about, well, now I'm going to start to cry because now I'm talking about it because it's you guys, but him just thinking about feeling like he betrayed us. Like, his feelings are so, he's so, to me, what recent, like, just from what I've seen, and the whole year of 2017 I spent with them, like, he's so feeling wise, he's so fragile, and he takes everything to heart, and he feels so bad all the time. And just, I really hope that he just stays safe and knows that it's okay. And this is just a part of life, and he's probably so devastated about the members, his brothers, and I just really hope that he doesn't let his guilt overtake him, and he stays very safe, and he stays, just copes with it the best that he can, and whatever the outcome is, that he is just ends up being healthy and happy and guilt-free and burden-free. I really want that to be his end game and goal. Really, I like out of everything that's happened, he's not a part of Monsta X anymore, and I like all of that stuff right now for me is just like, it's like material stuff right now. Like, I really just hope that he himself as a person will keep it together and know that he's loved, and stop feeling like so sorry, because in that society they really take these things to heart, and the shame that they feel that comes with it, and the way that they cope with the shame and burden and stress, whatever it is. Like, I just hope that he's okay, and I'm really concerned about his well-being, period. I just hope that's number one priority for him, and his family looks out for him, and That's why I'm really not voicing my opinion, because I don't want something to happen and I feel like, oh, Wonho come back, or it's Starship's fault, and all the things that people are saying. I'm not saying I agree or disagree with them right now, but I really just don't want to say something that I regret if he feels, takes action on, the reaction that we're doing. So I really don't want him to feel guilty about, about the fan side of it, because he takes on so much of that. Okay, I really, 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 it's going to take me a while to, I don't even know when or if this is going to hit me. For right now, like, the most that I've talked about this is with you guys right now, here in this moment. Like, my mom and I have, like, brushed upon it. My mom's cried about it. She's like, he's so emotionally, like, fat. Like, we know, my mom was like, we know. She's, like, crying, doing her hair in the morning. One of these days when we were getting ready for work, she's like, we just know how emotionally sensitive he is. And, like, when she said that, I was like, oh my God, like, you're so right. Like, so, it's gonna take me a minute for it to hit me, if it ever does. I really do, like, shut down my feelings when it comes, like, the minute there's anything that has to do with music and groups that I put so much into, which is why it's music, and they have lyrics to your soul and your life, so it's really hard to say you're not going to get attached, because, the gaping huge hole that, One Direction left in my heart, and sorry to bring them up, but I literally have nothing else to compare it to, because the way that 1D was just like, boop, goodbye, like, huge hole, and I invested so much. I have a box of memorabilia, like, so much, and I like, Monsta X, I'm looking at, like, signed things with Wonho's name on it, and I'll never see that again with Monsta X next to it, like, in the present day. You could always probably buy autograph stuff later on, and sadly, it'll probably be worth a lot more money now if you have Wonho signed stuff, but just looking at my Monsta X memorabilia, like, that stuff leaves such, like, a gaping hole. Like, now you're thinking of, like, the last times, and you're thinking of, now I'm so regretful that I didn't just push to try and get my mom high touch with Monsta X as a full 7, and, just little stuff like that goes through your head, and just, you invest so much that when something is gone, you just feel like resurfacing all these feelings again. Like, I'm tearing up. Like, you just feel so, like, a huge hole is left. Like, you didn't notice that those songs and those people filled such a place in your heart, your phone screensavers, your everyday life. Like, oh my God, like, this is crazy. This is why I am really, even though it's hard and I'm already invested in I've screamed over 1,000,001 groups already that you guys have seen me in. I never want to feel like I'm showing fake love at all. I don't. Everything I do and love is genuine, which is why I take it so hard. And why I step back and think widely about the big picture now. Like, I try not to just react based off of like heart, like, just flat out, just, like, straight up feelings. I try not to have feelings. I sound like a crazy person. Like, fangirl feelings about these things anymore. I really try and just step back and compartmentalize and structure my way of thinking and have the best interests for the person that I, love musically and things of that sort. So, I forgot where I was even going with this. God, this is a mess. But, yeah, it's gonna take me a minute to even really fully enjoy / listen / see Monsta X. It's gonna take me a really long time. Like, if people like bring them up or bring up situations, like, this is just for future live streams, future, if someone requests them and I play their music, whatever. Like, if I just feel like I'm skipping over them, it's not because, like, oh, she's forgot about Monsta X because Wonho left. Like, it's not even like that. Like, I really just have a way of coping with these things, and it may not be a good system. I don't know. It's just the way I cope with it. I just have to completely, like, yeet it. Like, if it's gone for the time being, just know that I'm not forgetting anybody or anyone. I'm not doing it because, oh, Wonho's, the brawn of Monsta X is gone. Oh, I have no one to look at anymore. It's not superficial things like that. It's just because it's so deep for me that I just can't even process it right now. I don't want to process it, don't want to talk about it. If they come up in conversations about DMs, like, I just will completely skip over it or read your message and not even message you back. Like, this is just a apology in advance, because I don't handle these things well. I don't want to handle these things well. Not that I don't want to handle these things well. I don't handle them well, and I don't want to handle them right now. That's what I meant to say. I'm uploading this, like, cold cut. I'm not editing anything. I don't even know how this whole thing is going to come up once it's uploaded. For those of you that have listened to almost, like, about 16 minutes of me, like, rambling, I hope that you are okay. I hope that you can find a healthy way of coping with this, and just, send good vibes to Wonho. Like, no matter what happens, please just send good vibes his way. Him, his mother, his family, just mainly him, though, that he stays strong through everything, no matter what comes his way. And send good vibes to Monsta X. And, like, when you live with someone, like, they're your brother, and then all of a sudden they're gone, like, that's a whole other thing. I can't even imagine what they're going through, and that's the stuff I just can't take it there. I can't. For my well-being, for my health, like, I can't, like, oh my God. So, just keep all of Monsta X in your prayers, and if you do pray, if not, then just send good vibes over to them. That's what I do. People say, pray for me. I say, I'm gonna send good vibes. It's equivalent. It's the same thing, but really send good vibes. It's gonna take me a minute to listen to Monsta X stuff, and the music that you're probably going to be hearing in the beginning, and I don't even know if I'm going to put music in here, but if there is music here, and I ended up putting it in during the editing process, trigger warning, there's going to be Monsta X music through this episode. I'll put one in the description box somewhere, and I don't even know if I'll be able to listen to it. I think I'm just going to mute it and put the beginning, put the end, maybe instrumentals. Who knows? I'm rambling. Okay. This has gone on for too long. I hope you all, stay safe, and I really do appreciate you guys that reached out to me, and I wish I could reach out to you guys, but in times when I feel like I'm no good for nobody, I really cannot help nobody else, and I'm good at knowing my limit, or, like, when I need just a minute from space. I'm gonna do a bunch of content and upload a bunch of stuff. I was gonna make a bunch of announcements this upcoming week about podcast episodes, and a hiatus I think I have already halfway taken, but never officially respectfully told anybody yet, so I apologize for that. All my content, there'll be some announcements coming up soon. Thank you guys for listening. Always, this podcast is always available: Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and a bunch of other platforms. But thank you. If you can comment, if you're listening to this on YouTube and you want to comment on Wonho memory, or you don't, like, feel free to, or not to. And thank you so much for you guys that have been here since the beginning of my Monsta X days, and my Wonho no days, and just everything Monsta X. And man, I don't know what the future holds, and that's why we just live every day and roll with the damn punches. So Thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble. Yeah, now it's been about 20 minutes. And thank you. This was a total mess. No edits, but this is truly me, and I believe in uploading true content, and I'm talking to y'all like I would talk to a friend. So, yep, this is how deep or non-deep or whatever IMMY can get. Exhaled. Okay. See you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Wonho, and thank you, Monbebe.
From zero, not even one. For you, I dedicate this song.